Welcome back, ladies, gents, femmes, and thems. My name is Catsea the DeVille, and I'm back for another week of talking about whether I think that a show or a movie is worth a subscription, or at the very least, a free trial for the platform, such as Hulu, Netflix, Paramount Plus, and the like. If you want to know my opinion on something new coming out, be sure to let me know in the comments. Today we're talking about the show Halo on Paramount Plus. It's based off of a well-known game series that's with the Xbox game platform. The show starts off on a planet called Madrigal, with a Korean encampment being attacked by the Covenant, which is the primary big bad well known in the first few games of Halo. The combat is feisty, fast-paced, and for me, somebody who hasn't played the games personally, but enjoyed watching the gameplay, it was a nice nod to the intensity of the battles and the games itself. I felt incredibly frustrated at times, though, in the beginning with the closed captioning, because it's something that I typically depend on to follow along, since dialogue tends to be either distorted, low, fast-paced, or other things that makes it hard for me to comprehend. The issue that I had was when they were speaking Korean, they didn't give a translation or give the actual subtitles for the language itself. So if you're going to take your time and have somebody say something, respect what they're saying with the proper captioning. They were just speaking in Korean, and it was frustrating because this is a show made by Paramount for Paramount. The translations or the original dialogue should have been available. If you're going to caption and then translate a made-up language for the Covenant, then it should be given the same respect to the other languages included in the show. Even being frustrated with the subtitles, I have been enjoying the show itself. I actually really like the character development of this show. It's really drawn me in every week. I am super looking forward to finding out what's going to happen. You get to know the spirited Kwan Ha, who is the main character from Madrigal, who was there during the original Covenant attack, and her desire to fight against those who destroyed her people and her family. You have Master Chief, who everybody knows and loves and is the badass that we all expect him to be. His path of how he became Master Chief, his connection with Dr. Halsey, his interactions with Cortana, who is his assistant AI, who is both very helpful but also very sassy. Her demeanor is very, very sassy, and I kind of love it. And the other characters in the story who are just very rich in their writing, and I feel like it's very believable for me. So I feel like I'm watching in real time an actual story from the Halo games play out on screen without having to play through a video game, and the immersion was incredible for me. I really appreciate it. I do love that they have the weapons, the different settings, the baddies, all of that stuff incredibly similar to the game. Master Chief's outfit is spot on for me. From the first moment I saw, I was just blown away. I was just like, wow, they put so much effort into the CGI and the set designs and the outfit designs. Even when they're walking around in those heavy armor suits, every step that they make is a thump, thump, like really heavy. You can tell how heavy their armor is. It was such nice attention to detail that was so deserving of a game series that's so well beloved. And I just love the attention to detail. I love the music. It does kind of remind me of James Cameron's Avatar, with the way that they have a lot of the music and the string instruments. But overall, the immersion is pretty great. So my final thoughts on the show is that I really like it. It's got great detail. It's comfortably holding true to the game while crafting a new, believable story with characters that I want to know more about. Every week, I want to know what happens next. And it brings me to the show every week. It does give me a bit of frustration in regards to the subtitles, but other than that, I'm mostly very pleased with how the show is going. I would give this show a 9 out of 10. Personally, I am glad that I have a subscription, and even though the show isn't complete yet, I'd say it's worth a trial, either to catch up on what's already out to determine if you want to subscribe, or at the very least, after it's through and the whole season is available, to get a trial and binge the entire show, because so far, I am really liking and appreciating it. But today's art is something that I drew for myself for our community on Twitch, so that way when I go live, I have a game cover art that I'm able to have included. This is something that I did for Elden Ring, and I hope to start having a cover art for each of the games that I do. But if you find that you need an artist, whether it's for a new profile picture, something along the lines of a VTuber, maybe you want to give a gift to somebody, feel free to reach out to me either on Twitter or Discord. I would love to help bring your vision to life as your artist. But thank you so much, everybody, for subscribing here on YouTube. Thank you for your subscriptions on Twitch and Patreon. Thank you, everybody who has commissioned any kind of art, whether it's VTubers, profile pictures, wallpapers, and the like. Thank you so much for the Ko-fis. All of the support across the different platforms makes it possible for me to help bring new content every week. So thank you so much for that support. But that's everything. Stay happy, healthy, hydrated, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.